Hey guys, what's up and welcome back to my YouTube channel. If you guys are new here, well, somebody wants to join us. If you guys are new here, my name is Danya and this is Coco. So if you guys haven't subscribed yet, go ahead and subscribe. So today's video is going to be a little bit different. It's going to be like a special video. So I've been following another YouTuber for a couple of weeks now, and we actually both reached out to each other and and we decided that we wanted to do a collaboration together. So basically we're not really living like in the same state, I believe, or like the same place, so we're not able to do this like side by side. So what we decided to do was I was gonna pick a video from hers and I was gonna recreate it, and she was gonna do the same thing of mine and recreate it. So I chose one that luckily I had the palette from, which is the one that we're gonna be using today, is the Jaclyn Hill palette. Her name is Nancy, and I will definitely be leaving her channel down below and the specific video that I'm going to be recreating. That way you guys can kind of see what we did. So in her video, I didn't really see her put on any foundation, none of that, but I already did that. I put a little bit of foundation on and just a little bit of bronzer. You can barely see it, but simply because in her video I didn't really see her do like an extravagant type of face thing. So I'm just going to jump right in. That way this video is not really long. Coco, what are you doing? What are you doing? Okay guys, so I decided to switch to a voiceover simply because in her video it's fast forwarded and you can't really hear her talking. So right now I'm just placing down the e.l.f. concealer. I'm just placing a tiny bit, and since this concealer is a little bit watery to me, I'm just using my finger to kind of just dab that all over the place and blend it out nicely. So right now I'm just going to grab a little bit of the Makeup Revolution powder, and whatever's on the lid I will be placing just with my finger a tiny bit. That way the concealer kind of sets in, because like I said, it is a little bit runny. And then I'm just going to grab my brush, and whatever is left on the cap I will just smudge it out. Then I'm going to go in with the palette, and I'm going to be using that shade that you just guys saw me point. It is the mustard color, the only mustard colored on the palette. And I'm going to be focusing that right on the crease and just a slightly bit on the lid. Not as much, because on the lid we will be placing another color, but this is more focused on the lid. Make sure to pack that color right nice and neatly. Basically on the video it doesn't really seem like it's really yellowy, but trust me, on real life it is really yellow color. Next I'm going to go into that shade that I'm pointing right there, like a dark brown, and I'm going to place that on the outer edges of my eyes. As you guys can see, I grabbed a clean brush, and don't worry, everything is going to look a little messy, but then we're going to blend everything nice and neatly, buff out the hard edges. So I just grabbed this Anastasia one and try to focus that on the outer corner of my eyes. Remember, the key to a dark colored eye is always to have patience and to blend out the colors very nicely. So right now, as you guys can see, they have hard edges. So what I did, I grabbed that same brush from the beginning, which had that mustard color, and all I'm doing right now is just buffing out everything nice and neatly. That way it comes out together and there's no hard edges from that dark colored that I used. So we're just gonna blend and buff out the edges. Oh yeah, that looks way better. You guys can see I'm kind of going hard at it. So then I'm gonna go into that shade right there. In her video she used a color Pop, really nice golden yellow. I didn't have that shade color, so she gave me another option on the video. If you didn't have that shade, you can use that shade from the Jaclyn Hill palette. And right now what I'm doing is grabbing it just on my finger and placing it all over the lid. It's better for me to use certain shadows with my finger, and for example in this palette it's best if I used it with my finger. I'm just placing that all over the lid, packing that nice and neatly. You can barely tell on the video, but like I said, in real life it looks really gold and beautiful. Then right now what I'm doing is I'm grabbing that same brush that I used to buff everything out, And I'm just using that brush to kind of buff out on the crease between the crease and where my line closes to make sure everything is nice and blended. So right now I'm grabbing just my lashes. On her video she used like a really extravagant type of lashes. I'm not a big fan of lashes, so the only lashes that I have are from the Benefit Cosmetics, the natural ones, and I just put a little bit of glue on there with aloe. And I'm sorry guys for my runny nose. I've been having a runny nose all day. And what I'm doing right now is I'm just trying to place my lashes. I'm a kind of person that, since I don't really wear lashes a lot, I have a bit of a problem when it comes to putting on lashes. It takes me a while, but I will get there. You guys can see I'm having a little hard time, especially since I couldn't find my tweezer. I'm having a bit of a hard time. I'm sorry. Yeah, that's a big struggle for like a whole 5 minutes. But at least you guys get to see the real me behind the scenes of how to put on lashes. Oh yes, way better. Okay, so now I have both of them lashes on. So now what I'm going to do, I'm going to get a denser brush and then just pop into that shade color right there. And I'm going to be using this as my highlight. This is a natural look and I'm trying to focus it more on the eye. So I'm just using a really slightly highlight and not much of a makeup on my face. Oh my lord. And as you guys can see, my eyelash is undone. It unpopped to the end. Please try to ignore that and pretend they're perfectly on. So right now I'm just adding a little bit of highlight from that same palette. She didn't specifically say what palette, but as you guys can see, I went a little bit overboard with the highlight. So that completes the looks, guys. As you guys can see, this video is not complicated at all. This is something really easy, simple, that you can do like an everyday routine. I really like how this look turned out. It is a really like kind of glittery but really natural at the same time. It's something you can do in 5 minutes and boom, 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 let's go, I gotta go. I like it really much. I really like how it turned out. I'm not a person that likes to use a lot of lash extensions, but for this look, I really like how it looks, especially the lashes that I have are really natural. So if you guys want to check out her video, like I said, I will leave it down below. And you guys go and subscribe to her channel, show her support. Also, something that I do want to say, I actually did a voiceover simply because her video is a little fast forwarded and she doesn't really talk throughout the whole video. So it was a little challenging for me to try to figure out what kind of shade she was using, because I only saw her using maybe like 2 shades and I didn't know if she used any more, but I tried my best and I'm already sweating. I tried my best and I think I did really good. So if you guys like this video, don't forget to give it a thumbs up, and if you don't like it, well, give it a thumbs down. But still subscribe because you guys might like my next video. I hope you guys enjoyed it, my love. Don't forget to give Nancy support. Love you guys, and I'll see you on my next one. Bye guys.